The overall business has been good. The Asuxa shop settled down a bit. That October was wild. Was just incredible. The video thing, the movie on the planes, it still doesn't seem to be there. Just yesterday, we had a report from, again, KLM. I saw it just a couple of days ago. Wow. And also from Delta, that he said, just a couple of days ago. Gee. So it does seem to be playing. But there's the rush of people coming in every day who have seen this has slowed down. But it does seem still to be playing.
Yeah. That's amazing. You're asking any mobile devices synchronizing with the mail system? The stream keeps falling off temporarily. I've got nothing, and we're not even connected to wireless internet in here. We're wired in, so.
So other than that short hiccup we had 20 minutes ago, I think we're okay.
Dave is left-handed? Yes, Dave is left-handed.
So is Cameron.
Yep. And so is Jed.
Yeah.
And my dad. Wait. No, let's go see. Anyone else in your family left-handed?
No, just
someone here with something. Ohio again?
Right on Monday. Thank you. Thank you. You don't know her? That's the lady from the counter lady from the kimono rental shop next door.
Oh, okay.
It's the kaidanban.
What's the what?
Kaidanban. You don't know what that is. That's what I told you. You and your lady there, you're not really getting involved in community stuff, are you?
Yeah.
There's every community has an association, and all the neighborhood stuff does things, and this is the message board that goes around from house to house to house.
Got it.
We'll look at it, see what messages affect us. For example, in the last issue, a week or so, 2 weeks ago or so, there was the message from the gas company, the sewer company, about the nighttime maintenance on the sewers.
Yeah.
So we know what's going to be happening and going on.
Got it.
And a bunch of stuff I don't read about, kids' daycare centers and whatever, it's everything for everybody. You look at what you need to look at, ignore the rest.
Yeah.
Sometimes there's papers in there, take one and pass the rest along. And
People are asking about left-handed and right-handed tools. Is there a difference? Someone says, I'm looking at buying them, but I'm being told to choose between left and right, but the right-handed one looks like the one Dave uses, so now I'm confused. Indeed, Dave uses the right-handed tool.
Why am I crying? It takes a half an hour to explain this each time I do it. The answer is in my book, but I can't tell people, buy my book and read the story about how left-handed and right-handed tools work. Can we do it, I guess? Zoom out just a little bit, maybe. Where's the pencil here? There's a line. Let's draw a line. This tool is a right-handed tool. The bevel cut that way. And traditional carvers were all right-handed. And the traditional way of carving is to hold the knife like this and to look over the back of your hand, not to carve under your nose. I don't know if they can see me or whatever. Anyway, I'm looking here over the back of my hand. I can't do this. This is the traditional way. There's a line on the block. The right-handed knife, right-handed carver, carving over the back of his hand, and the flat side of the blade. I can't do this, but I'm just mocking this up. The flat side of the blade stays on the line to be preserved. So that line stays sharp. The bevel side compresses wood, but the compressed stuff is the part you're going to throw away, so it doesn't matter. Dave, because he's left-handed and because he didn't know anything about this when he first learned by himself, stumbled across a knife one day, which happened to be a right-handed knife.
Because of the story.
Whatever. Didn't know how to hold it traditionally, so he started holding it just in the way he figured out what to do, carving this way. Left-handed person using a right-handed knife, but carving the wrong way under his nose. But lo and behold, it turns out that you have the same result. The flat side of the knife stays on the line as you were carving. So somebody starting out right now, what to do? If you really have the idea that you want to become a super high level carver of ukiyo-e lines, delicate thin work, whatever, if you're right-handed, get a right-handed knife and try learning to carve over the back of your hand. It'll be much more difficult at first, but the end result, years down the line, will be much better. If you're a right-hander who wants to carve on a casual basis and isn't too much worried about doing delicate super ukiyo-e work, get yourself a left-handed knife, which I don't have to show you right now, and then carve with your right hand the way I do mine, this way. So what to do? I can't tell you what to do. I can just simply outline it that way.
Yeah.
If you want to be a really high-level classical carver, the flat side should always stay on the line. The big confusing point comes in this because people like Toshi Yoshida published books in the middle of the 20th century, and they said, always put the bevel on the line, which is a mistake from the classical point of view because the bevel compresses the line. It didn't matter to them because they were just carving Sheena plywood with blurry images. It didn't matter if the lines became distorted. And they carved as right-handers with a right-handed knife under their nose, and that put the bevel on the line. So they get huge compression, but as I said, it didn't matter for the Shinhanga people because the colors weren't sharply fitted within the lines. So there you are, long story short, I guess. So for me, I'm using a right-handed knife as a left-hander, carving in the quote modern way under my nose, and it works perfectly that way.
Thanks.
But I still get emails and stuff now and then from people. Dave, what you're doing is wrong. I read Toshi Yoshida's book, and he's a big, famous guy. And his book says the bevel is on the line. And I'm sorry, just without wanting to shoot at the guy, because he is a world-class artist, was before he died. He wasn't a trained craftsman. He was a designer and an artist who was fooling around with the tools, fooling around in the sense that, using them as a casual basis, the same way as I did. And I got lucky because I'm a left-hander. He was a right-hander using it the wrong way. So whatever, the story about that will never be laid to rest. There's just different ways of doing it.
Yeah.
And I'm really not sure what to recommend to a person working on their own. It's a lot more work and it's much more difficult trying to do it the classical way. And the fear would be that, oh my God, I can't do this. You'll give up after a few weeks, few months, and then you're gone to the craft. The more sensible way might be to say, just do it the casual way. It doesn't matter. You're probably not going to become a trained ukiyo-e carver, carving delicate thin lines and making reproductions of Utamoto prints. So carve any old way you want. But in general, the work will be neater and cleaner if you can keep the flat side of the knife on the line.
Someone asks, are there any super traditional classical woodblock carvers in Japan still?
Me and Asuka-san. Well, no, who's working still here? How many workers? There's probably, I don't know exactly. There's maybe 6 or 7 people. There's me. There's Asuka Sensei, Asuka-san Motoharu Asakusa. There's movies about him on the internet. He's the only other guy I would put at the same level that we're working at here. Then there's Sekioka Yusuke. There's Kuda-san. There's who else is still going? I don't know. Who's been doing the carving on that last pop culture print that came out? The one, not sure. That's Baba Sankara. She worked with Sekioka-san to learn first. Then there's Sugo-san. We saw. It's the same name as our printer, but not the same person. And she trained at Sekioka-san's place. And she did those Kyosai prints, the new ones we've got in the flea market here. The ones from Mitamura-san.
Right.
They're in the shop already.
Okay.
So 4, 5, 6 people, I don't know.
A couple newer ones working with us to help out with things too.
Yeah, Kawasaki-san, of course, I'm sorry to mention.
Yeah.
And then our young friend from Hong Kong, who I'm not supposed to talk about.
Asaka Sensei's work, where I know now he does a lot of teaching, but is he still carving and using those wood blocks for prints and selling them somewhere?
I don't know. He used to work for Takamizawa until they went bankrupt. And so he was the main carver for Takamizawa for the last 10 or so years of their business life. Wow. And now for him it's commissions, it's private ones. I know a customer here came in 2 days ago.
Yeah.
Said, Dave, I just got Asuka-san's latest work. You know, I'm like, oh, what? Tell me. He shows me a picture on his phone, and it's a picture designed by a tattoo artist called Horiyoshi III. Huh. And actually, this guy was mistaken because Asuka-san made that in 2012. I was a bit surprised. I said, oh, he's done it again? Another one with Horiyoshi? Show me. He pops up the image for me. No, that was done in 2012.
Yeah.
Asuka-san worked with one of the most famous tattoo artists in the country to design and carve and have a print made. So it's, as far as I know, it's that kind of stuff. I really don't have a handle on all the work he's doing. Yeah. He is a member of the Kumiya, the local craftsmen's association. Right. And they're doing a shingle project right now. They're doing
copycats. Yeah.
I forget what it is. It's not the octopus. It's some oxide book or something. I don't even know. I have no idea. And he'll be part of the team carving now.
They're carving a whole book or several prints or just one? Okay. Sam F. Wheatley. Would Dave ever make a piece to be used as a tattoo? Dave is not the designer, and carved blocks aren't much use for a tattoo, so I think you just have to talk to a designer if that's what you're looking for.
Well, Jed does tattoo stuff. I know he gets lots of requests from fans saying, Jed, can I use X work from you for a tattoo thing? Yeah. And Jed usually, as far as I know, says okay to them, and occasionally has designed from scratch for somebody to have a tattoo.
Yeah, I think usually some close friends. I don't know if he's taking commissions from lots of people, but
he himself is not a tattoo type person. Obviously, his personality like mine. We're straight white guys, straight boring white guys.
Straight boring. Dave only designs his own tattoos. Yes, all of Dave's tattoos he made himself. This design out, and this one's for scanning?
Or? Yes, exactly.
Great.
What I haven't done your work, I know the last week, I've done the core of it. The orders have gone through, the order process, like that. What I didn't do is write to the people, for example, who didn't get through the shopping cart to the end. They posted something but didn't finish because of not wanting to do PayPal or whatever.
Right.
So those are in incomplete orders, as they should be, but I haven't followed up on them. And then what else haven't I done? The Great Wave waiting list. There's some in there that actually wanted a reply. Can you ship to Sweden or something? Yeah. I haven't done those.
Okay.
And then the Bob Green thing, we haven't fixed it yet.
Got it.
The problem sits there. I have to decide what to send them and do the actual mailing and stuff like that.
Okay.
And then there's a few just that I've left red flag, just things that they need to be done by Cameron rather than by me. Just the normal.
A question and
things. There's not a whole lot. It's less than 1 page and stuff.
Oh. Okay.
So you don't have a boatload of stuff waiting for you. I've done nothing in the way of like expense entry and stuff like that. I've left that alone totally. I haven't done anything for your other type of work. Didn't do any MailChimp work. I don't even know how to get in.
Oh yeah. Should give you all this.
We had 2 problems related to your computer. There was something showed up in a Square register here the other day. I couldn't know what the hell is this? What's going on? And I was that must be an order from the Japanese web page.
Oh, okay.
And I couldn't get it. It doesn't come to my computer. I go upstairs to the computer up there. It's not accessing mokohan.jp. So we had no way to get it. So I mean, should I write to Cameron what's going on? How do I do it? Do I log into Square in the background? And I don't know how to log into the shopping cart on the computer upstairs.
Right. Okay.
And one of the girls found it. It came. This is looking at mokohan.jp as well. So it turned out that it was on here.
Okay.
So I punched it into the order processing software and sent it through. But the woman also asked a question with it, which I haven't answered yet. So, and it's simply saying she wants to send the print to a foreigner is there going to be any English information with it? And there is, the pamphlets here.
It has English and Japanese, yeah.
But I haven't actually answered her yet. So.
Okay.
So Kawai-san, we're going to be short-staffed today, but luckily there's not too many parties. So he's done a real good job. You know, we've had heavy parties. Yesterday too, we did 5 or 5, and he ran through.
Kawai-san's been working extra.
He's been doing a real good job. And then Mori-san, the new young lady, came on Saturday.
Right, yeah, I met her.
Friday, was she here Friday too? Or?
No, we had the print party Saturday night.
That's right,
and
that's right. Yeah.
I was like, oh, who's this new staff? But it's the new woman that you mentioned.
And she sent me today, I asked her to send me your bank details so we can pay and all that kind of stuff.
Okay, great.
Her email today had an interesting, I forget, I should talk about it later on. She says, I really enjoyed Saturday, really enjoyed Saturday. I said, unfortunately, as I said before, I can only do weekends.
Yeah.
For now.
For now. Ooh. Leaving things open. Cool. I'm not even sure I could pronounce that name. Oh, Casey Inc. Casey Inc. Something like that. One of the new people. They're talking with Treadmill about getting materials, I think in the UK. And do you know what terms might be used instead of the Japanese names for the blades? What terms they might need to look up for different kinds of knives? Or do you think UK suppliers would call them hangito and aiski? And
I'm not quite sure. The only UK supplier that I'm aware of in this field is there's a place called Intaglio Printmakers.
Okay.
And they're buying from Matsumura-san. Hi, Kawai-san. Say hello. So they're getting knives and wood and tools and stuff from Matsumura-san here in Tokyo.
Okay.
So whether it's cheaper to buy from here and have them shipped to the UK, or whether to buy from them, I don't know. And I don't know what are they just copying his terminology or not? I'm sorry, I don't know.
Got it. Sounds like Intaglio does call them hangito. Okay. Pigments too are sometimes not finely ground enough for woodblock printmaking. Is that so? You have to
We always
grind them yourself.
of course, absolutely.
Yeah. Okay.
We grind everything.
Yeah.
Powder pigments are just quote powder. Some of them are lumpy. Some of them are a little brickish. Some of them are
Yeah.
There's nothing the suppliers can do about it because pigments, as they sit there, they clump together.
Right.
So you always have to grind them to some level yourself. Are you clipping it once in a while?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. See in your sources list something called Bear. Something an item called bear. Is that a photo?
Baron?
B-E-A-R.
In what?
Like the animal here in your sources list. I was curious what pictures you've used recently. Like,
Oh,
'cause sometimes
no. My mother does the old teddy bear.
Oh, okay. Thought maybe you were having more animal problems with a bear in the neighborhood or something. I missed that.
Don't start something, Gavin. Oh, the old teddy bear that was stored, it went back. My daughter took it back with her, so my mother redressed it.
Oh, great. Oh, maybe that's why the bot hasn't come through. Have you unblocked the bot? They ask.
Well, actually, I tried to. I can't see it here. Can you see it here? Is the bot been active here?
I think someone did use it actually earlier for Who's Cameron. So I think.
Okay, we'll do it yourself. Then just bring it up. You use one of the commands, and then you can see.
Help.
Yeah. Okay. Whatever.
Okay.
Now, unbot. If you click on it, print making bot. Just click on it once. The menu comes up, and here's the summon, and it says I can block it. So it's unblocked, I believe,
Okay, yeah,
and
so
I'm seeing it.
Yeah, it's available.
So I believe we have unblocked it, but it was like that yesterday.
Okay.
And the first message didn't come through this morning. So as far as I understand, it is totally unblocked. We're seeing it normally.
Okay.
Right? The command is to block it, not
Yeah.
to unblock it. So
Yeah. Oh. We had a stream with several video feeds with your daughter, nephew, or grandson, and then your mother too.
yeah, we did
together.
a stream.
That's so
So we had a
fun.
4-generation stream.
That's great.
We had a Skype call. My mother Skyped in, and we tried to patch it in, and it worked.
Great. That's so cool. This computer's getting a workout processing all those videos.
It was fine. It did handle it very, very well. So no problem at all. We had a problem at first because there was feedback from that end. They had their Twitch audio on and their Skype audio on, which were overlapping each other, causing feedback.
Got it.
I sort of yelled at the screen, turn off your Twitch audio, and they didn't get it. My mother said, don't you dare change my settings, because when you're gone, I won't be able to change it back and whatever. So Himi didn't dare change Grandma's computer.
Right.
But then little Andre, who was sitting there, is 10 years old, he reached out at one point and just turned down the Twitch audio. So this feedback stopped. And the stream was all, hey, congratulations, Andre saved the day, But my mother was like, don't do that, don't change things. So he had to really convince her, it's okay, Grandma, we'll change it back. Just don't worry. And I get it, she really doesn't want things to be changed because it's really difficult to understand.
And she knows how it works now.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm with her. I'm 100% with her on this, Do not muck around with this stuff once it's established.
Yeah.
So I'm not shooting at her. Absolutely, I get what the thing is. Once it's there, you do not want things to change.
Got it.
But she was a bit afraid at the moment that the kids were going to change things and then leave out, and she wouldn't be able to access stuff. So.
Oh, someone Treadmill 2 says to add to Dave's knowledge base, Cornelison's on Great Russell Street in London also have a small selection of knives. So another shop.
Okay, can you make a note of that in camera?
Yeah.
So, whatever. I don't know the name. Is that an art supply shop or something? Or if they've got a website, we can look at it and add it to our...
Because people ask us, where can I get stuff?
Yes, all the time. So. Maybe there should be a bot command, overseas tool supplies or something, to mention those three, maybe Matsumoto, McLean's in
The U.S.
the U.S.
I sent myself an email. Oh, good.
How's our time, sir? We must be getting along, right?
We are close, 9:26.
All right. What's my schedule going to be here today? What day is it today? It's Monday, right? Mm-hmm. So this is the last day of the week. There won't be a stream tomorrow. I can sleep in.
You can gonna sleep in?
I do. I actually do. I sleep in on Tuesdays recently. The days when I don't go to Ome.
Right.
I think today's the last day. This is the last day, last Tuesday in November. So we're going to keep the shop open. So I can't go to Ome. So people are going to have to put up with my haircut for one more week. And then probably the next Tuesday, we will then go back to our Tuesday closing schedule. I think we're going to have to see how the street looks out there. But there will be no stream tomorrow. I'll be sleeping in. There'll be no stream. Any stream will be back again on Wednesday. We're talking about Japan time, of course. Right. These are all Japan time. And I believe I'll still be carving this block, and I will be carving up here little leaves or whatever Jed gave us here, these little things.
Small design.
And then the temple roof.
Okay.
Because even though you won't be able to see it in the finished print, I still have to carve it. So.
Yeah, what color is this block going to be?
I'm not quite sure actually. I think it's a dirty gray with some red mixed in. We'll see. It goes on top of the brick red color of the temple itself.
So it'll add a little bits of accents or shadows?
I don't know. There shouldn't be any red up here, but there should be red in this part of it. So I'm not quite sure how we're going to handle this. But it might just be a basic gray. I don't know. We'll see. So God, today's the last stream of the week. My week ends Monday nights. Eh?
Yes.
Many people like Friday night, whatever's the end of their week.
Yeah.
My week is Monday night. It's the end of my week.
Yeah. Is it just color some today?
Doisan.
Okay.
So we're short. We need 3, but we've only got 2. So I think it's okay. There's only like 4 people coming for parties spread over 3 parties.
Oh wow.
Party for 1, party for 2, party for 1. So unfortunately, can't be helped.
Yeah. Dave, you should start your own business selling Japanese printmaking tools.
I never thought of that. Wow. That changed my life. Yeah.
It's
Not to be too sarcastic about it, we have thought of that. We started actually 6 years ago. We started to make some tools. The reason I don't want to start a business selling Japanese printmaking tools is because the general quality level of the tools that are available these days is really not so good. And without wanting to be a pretentious jerk, I don't want to put our name on them. I don't want to say, here, buy these brushes, because honestly speaking, they're really not very good.
yeah.
So we're holding the idea in reserve. We know there is huge demand out there, but the demand is for tools that work, nice tools at a reasonable price.
Yeah.
And somehow, if we can somehow get ourselves organized, we will at some point start making tools. That's all I can say. We did try it. We ran into barriers and got sidetracked by ukiyo heroes.
And then the shop.
Yeah, and then the shop. But we are now sort of coming out of this. The shop is coming out of its first 3-4 year tunnel, and we're coming into the open with a bit more time.
Ohayou gozaimasu. Good morning.
Good morning, Doi-san. So yeah, tools are on the horizon, but there's still a speck on the horizon.
Yeah.
Don't hold your breath. If you're thinking about starting, don't wait for me. Buy your tools somewhere else and get going. Yeah. But at some point down the line, if I live long enough, whatever, we'll be able to do this. Cameron-san,
Okay.
sign us off. I have got to get the shop running. This is the end of 1 week's streams. We'll be back again Wednesday morning, same time, bright and early,
Sounds great.
continuing this very block that you see here today.
All right. See you next time.
Thanks, guys. Just put this back.
Oh yeah. All right. Thanks everyone. See you later.